this is MJ, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make our herringbone twist headband. I've worked up this headband in a combination of Sugarbush Yarns Bliss and Sugarbush Yarns DRIZZLE, and I have lots of great color combinations and kits for these headbands available in my shop. To work up this headband, you'll need a 5.5mm crochet hook. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make our child size, and I'm using Cloudburst and Arctic Sky. So I've combined together our strand of each, and we'll make a slip knot, putting that on our hook. And for our child size headband, we are going to chain 58, and make sure that your chains are fairly loose so that that starting chain isn't too tight going around your head. And once you've chained your 58 stitches, we're going to work now in the third chain from the hook. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to make a herringbone double crochet. So yarn over, go through the stitch, the chain, pulling up a loop and pulling that first loop right through the first loop on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go through the chain, pulling up a loop, pulling that loop right through the first loop on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. As you can see, this is going to pull your double crochet on the diagonal, and it's what gives us this really great herringbone look. So yarn over, go through the chain, grabbing your yarn, pulling it right through, and sometimes you just need to give it a little help, especially at the start when we are just working through the chain. Pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. And just work this all the way down your chain. And you should have a total of 56 stitches. Okay, so I've worked all the way along my chain. So I have 56 stitches, and this will be the right side of our work. We'll chain 2 and turn. So now our chain 2 is going to count as a stitch throughout this pattern. So we will not work into that first stitch. We're going to skip it and work a herringbone double crochet into that next stitch. So go through, pulling a loop right through the first loop on the hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, we'll continue doing this all the way along. And now we'll have an alternating. Our herringbone goes one way and then our stitch goes the opposite way. So it gives it a nice effect. So I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, and when we get to the end, you're just working into the last stitch right here. And chain 2 and turn. And now we're skipping again that first stitch, working our herringbone double crochet into the next, and work this again all the way down our row. Okay, so I've worked across and I'm at 55 stitches, and now our 56th stitch needs to go in our turning chain right here. And there your final stitch is worked. Chain 2 and turn. Now you're going to want to keep just working these rows now, finishing every row in the turning chain until you have approximately 4.5 inches. Now we also want to end on the right side. So our first row here was our right side. So we're wanting to make sure that we're ending on the right side row. So now I'm just going to continue working my band off camera, and then I'll meet you up for our final step to seam the headband together. Okay, so I've worked up my headband and it is 4.5 inches. So I'm ending on my right side. And my band measures almost 18 inches in length. Okay, so I'm just going to fasten off with a long tail for seaming. And now what we're going to do to seam up our headband, so this is our right side, just fold the pieces in, and we're just going to pinch each side of our headband, and we just want to fold it all together here. So we're just, this piece is going into the center of this piece, and this piece is going into the center of this piece, just folding them around like so. Here's our long tail. So now what you're going to do is get your yarn needle, and we're just going to seam this together. You're going to go through all 4 sections. So just make sure as you work across that you're going through all 4. And then you can just weave your yarn back. You can take that starting tail and just knot these together. And then I'm just going to take each tail and weave it back and then just trim. Always when you're weaving, go one way and then go back in the opposite direction to secure it. And you can just do that for your other end piece as well. Okay, and then once you've done that, you can just flip your band to the right side. And then you have your nice twist. And I like to keep the starting chain at the top so that it's a little bit snugger, and then the bottom section will be nice and loose for going around the head. Then you can attach a personalized label if you want. Okay, so I'm just going to add a tag, and I think for this one I'm going to use my white tags. I had these designed by Brick Bubble, and the link will be in the description box for where you can check out her website. So I really love this new style. I'm just using these leather rivets, and I have different colors that I can use, which is nice to have variety. I think for this one I'm going to use my silver. Makes it so simple. You just push through. And then these just snap together. And it's a great way to personalize your crochet or knit pieces. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This child size headband will fit a child with a 20 to 21 inch head size, but our PDF also includes our adult sizes. If you're interested, you can purchase the kits in my shop, and they'll include an MJ project bag, a yarn needle, the yarn needed to make your headband, and the PDF that includes all sizes. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel to stay updated on new videos and tutorials.